Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol AXXA. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis on Friday, so that is where the green line annotation down here is coming from, and want to get things updated here. Although now the chart becomes relatively tricky from a presentation standpoint because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are a day trader and you bought, let's just say up here, or maybe you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 15 minutes after buying or 20 minutes, then yeah, for you the chart looks pretty rough. Now if you care about the big picture of things, I get it, the price did pull back today, but from the big picture, the bulls do still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base, and as long as you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how those long-term uptrends are constructed, and that's what you want to see. You want to see overall progress being made. I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had a different outlook and strategy going into the trade. And really the main reason why I would still call this bullish is, well, first, it's still well up above 0.026, which is an important level. I'm not going to go into that. I went into that in depth on Friday. So if you're curious on why 0.026 is so important, you can go back and watch the video from Friday. But really, the level that I want to add in, and I'm not saying this will happen, but right up here at 0.035, I would now say this is one of the newer areas of support. But let's say that the price actually continued to pull back and came down to this area right here. Again, not saying it will, but just for example's sake, pulled back here, bounced around and then started to work its way back upwards. Emphasis on big picture. From the big picture perspective, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have this base of lows down there. If you picture these as stair steps, then the overall stair steps, the big picture stair steps, would still very clearly be going in the upwards direction. So sure, if it's not ideal if the price were to pull back there, but assuming, like I said, you care about the grand scheme of things, it's not like it's the end of the world. Again, I 100% realize if you're a day trader and you bought somewhere up around here, then yeah, you couldn't care less about these levels. But that's why I try to offer up a warning that I would be making comments from more so a grand scheme perspective. So sure, today the price pulled back, but think about that word, today, as in 1 day. Looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here, you can see the bulls do still have an opportunity to build a higher base. So yeah, let's see if the bulls can get that higher base built or not. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.